everyone, it's Rachel and this is going to be Polymer Clay Charm Update number 34. I feel like I'm definitely the only person on YouTube still filming these kinds of videos, but I really like sharing what I have made recently, and when I first started out making polymer clay charms, I really enjoyed these types of videos to get lots of ideas, so I hope I am also kind of doing the same for beginners starting out now. So jumping straight into it, I have this cute little raspberry puppy and I made a tutorial on this little guy. A lot of these charms in this charm update are featured in videos, so I will leave all those links down in the description so you can go watch those tutorials and videos after you finish watching this one. While we're on the theme of animals clinging onto things, this is a little ice cream cat. So there's just a little white cat hanging off a ice cream or a creamsicle here. It's got some dripping icing and sprinkles, and that is just what the back looks like. I then have this kawaii cactus cupcake charm. It's pretty simple. I used a mold for the base and I used grey granite clay, and then yeah, it's pretty much just a cactus. There's a little flower on there, and for the spikes I used some little tiny balls of ecru coloured clay. I then filmed 2 Halloween tutorials this year. So the first one was this witch frog, which I really loved the design and how it turned out. So yeah, it's this little frog and it's mixing a little cauldron with some glittery mixture inside, and it does also glow in the dark, and then of course it's just got a little witch hat on as well. And then the other video I filmed for Halloween was on this chubby dino, and this is a bat themed chubby dino. So you can see it's got the little ears and the wings, and I also really love the periwinkle kind of color of this charm as well. You can see there it's also got some tiny little fangs hanging out of its mouth. I then have this teacup cat charm. Now if you've never watched one of my videos before, you're probably getting the idea that I like cats, and you would be correct. So this is just a really simple little charm. There's just a cat popping out of a teacup. It's got a little leaf on its head, and then here you can see the little tea bag as well with a heart on it. Then here I have this kawaii bear ice cream brownie. So this has a lot of elements to it. There's a brownie on the bottom which is filled with some cream and some strawberries. I just cut up a cane slice for these. There's an ice cream scoop on top, which is actually obviously the bear part, and then on top there's some more little decorations as well. Strawberry, chocolate drizzle, and some cream. Next we have this kawaii whale shell. So this is a little bit of mixed media. The actual whale and the rocks are made using polymer clay. The whole thing is actually a real shell that I got from a craft pack, and then the water I used UV resin for. So again, I've got a tutorial on this one if you would like to learn how to make it. I then have these 3 creations, and these are from a recent challenge video, and this is the 3 color challenge video. So basically I spun a color spinner, and the colors that came up I had to design a charm around that theme. So this is the first one. I spun brown, purple and green for this, and I made a cat in a fawn costume sitting on a little log. So you can see all those different colors. The log has obviously got different shades of brown in it. There's the little tiny touch of green, and then the mushrooms and the actual fawn costume are the purple part. So this is a very kind of different design, but I do really like the way that it turned out. Then I have this one. Now obviously I spun yellow, orange and purple. So I came up with this little lion, and he's wearing a little bow tie, which is very cute. And then the last one, I kind of kept it fairly simple. I spun yellow, pink and gold. So I made a kind of a princess themed cupcake. Then I have another set of charms from a different challenge video. Now this is my number generator video where I have to combine a dessert and an animal. These series of videos have been going for a little while. So these are the charms from my most recent one. This is a leopard frozen yogurt. So you can see I've got just a little kawaii leopard popping his head out of a frozen yogurt. There's plenty of fruit around the outside. On top you can see the actual swirl of frozen yogurt, and I also added his little tongue hanging out so it kind of looks like he is eating the dessert that he is inside. Next up, super simple, I have this panda popsicle. This one wasn't too difficult to make. It was kind of nice just to have a simple kind of design, but I really like the way that it turned out. I do wish somewhere on here maybe I added like a little bamboo leaf or something, because I feel like it needs a touch of green, but anyway, that's how that one turned out. And then my final combination was a dolphin and a cupcake. So I made this dolphin themed, ocean themed kind of inspired cupcake. It's just a regular base and cake part, and then on top we've got some sand, we've got some swirly frosting for the ocean, which also has some glitter on it, and then there's a little dolphin jumping out of the top. Then here I have this simplistic looking bunny, and it's kind of like a garden bunny, so it's obviously in a pot plant or a pot, and on top of its head it has a little sprout. Some people also commented on the tutorial video that it kind of looks like a joey, so I guess it could also be a joey if you don't want it to be a bunny. Here is a kawaii cats in a pod charm, and they all have different little expressions. Then I have this rainbow bear snow cone, and the rainbow part I made by rubbing on some of my chalk pastel shavings to get like a nice blended kind of look. The design I made for my Christmas tutorial this year was this little cat jumping out of a decoration box. I did actually want it to say decorations here, but the word was too long, so I went with lights. You can see that this little cat is very much tangled amongst the Christmas lights. I really like the way this charm turned out as well. And you can see he's looking a little bit concerned. He knows he has done the wrong thing. Next I have this set of Mario mushrooms. So we've got the level up mushroom, we've got the power up mushroom, just all the different colors. We've got the little blue tiny one, and then the large one as well. So they're pretty much all the same except for the size and the colors. These aren't glazed yet. I can't remember if I've shown these in a charm update before or not, but if I have, you're seeing them again. These next creations aren't fully made out of polymer clay, but they do have elements of polymer clay, so I did want to share them, particularly because I really like them. So I made these as part of a Sophie and Toffee video that was fast food themed. So all the actual fast food is made out of resin, and I used molds for it all, but the cats are made out of clay. So this one is a little cat jumping out of some fries, and there's also some little dino nuggets as well. Of course, got some sauce on top of the head. This next one is a Fanta, a takeaway Fanta drink, and there's a little cat clinging onto that one. And then the last one is a burger, and I decided to make the cat the actual patty part, so you can see it's a very flat cat in this one, but I really love how it turned out. And yeah, there's the set of those three. Next up, I've got a bunch of little different pieces, and these are from one of my videos, my recent videos, and in this video I tested out making a like polymer clay gemstone kind of slab. This was a little bit of a trend maybe a while back, maybe it still is a trend, where people were making slabs of clay and cutting them, and they look like gemstones, and it had a really cool effect. So I tried doing it. There's a few different colors in here. I made some rainbow themed ones. There's more of a pinky pastel one, and then there's a purple one as well. And you can see I've got some different designs. I used a cookie cutter for the stars and the flowers and the hearts. No, that's a lie. I used a cookie cutter for the flowers and the hearts, and then the stars I used my little mold, and I made them have a kawaii face. So that's just what those ones look like. If you are interested in the whole gemstone clay slab kind of thing, you can of course check out my video down below. Some very simple charms up next. These are some kawaii cinnamon rolls. On top you can see I've got the icing and the little bits of cinnamon, and they both have a different kawaii face. Next, I have another set of charms, and these are 3 chubby narwhal charms. They're all slightly different, and they've got different little facial expressions and kind of body language poses. So this is the first one. It's a little pink one, and I made these using the gemstone. Oh, if it wants to focus on the right one. I made these using the Fimo gemstone like quartz clay. So this is the pink one, and they've all got also a sparkly little horn This is the purple one, so it's got a very happy little expression. And then the final one is the blue quartz one. And this one's a little bit more shy, so his hands are kind of next to his belly and he's got some little eyebrows turned down there. But super cute, and I really love these three as a set. I think they go together really nicely. And then finally for this charm update today, I have 3 more charms, and these are from a recent video where I decided to turn my students' drawings into polymer clay charms. So if you didn't already know, I am a teacher. I have been for like 6 years now, but I gave my students the option to do a drawing if they wanted to, and I would turn it into a clay charm pretty much. So there's a whole video about this, but these are the results. So this one is a bear in a banana, or a polar bear, sorry, in a banana costume. I think this one's probably my favorite. I think it looks really cute, and it does look very similar to the drawing that I was given. The next one we have is this pastel kind of gradient snail, which is very much purple, blue, and pink themed. This is very different to what I would usually make, but I actually do really like the way it turned out. I like the little kind of snail's foot feature, and I also really like the way that I did the wire for the eyes, and it looks the same on the other side. And then finally we have this design, which I think is very unique. So there is a rainbow bunny, or 2 rainbow bunnies actually, popping out of a book. So for the rainbow bunnies, I just shaded it with my chalk pastels. I added the like little words in the book using acrylic paint, but I did really like this kind of design, so that's why I decided to make this one. And I do also think it looks fairly similar to the drawing I was given. So they are all the creations that I have to show you today in this charm update. Don't forget to check out all the links down in the description box below if you would like to see any of the videos featuring these charms. If you enjoyed this charm update, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel for lots more crafty videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!